Hello mate, how you doing? So in this video I'm giving you a tool, a shadow work journaling tool that you can use that will completely cure procrastination if you're struggling to take action and gain consistent momentum and take action toward your goals. Maybe you're looking at building a business, maybe you're looking at monetizing and building a personal brand, maybe you want to just make a few K online with something like copywriting or content writing or whatever the case is, okay? In this video we're going to tackle the number one problem that stands in your way, and that problem is procrastination. Now, you know already that procrastination is a problem. That's not a shock to you, is it? You already know that there are people out there that are trying to tackle that problem. You've got David Goggins, who's there saying just stay fucking hard and get moving. You've got people like James Clear that are saying build habits using systems. Now, there's merit to these two approaches. I've tried them myself. It didn't work for me personally. Why? Because I always realised that procrastination, there was something going on deeper under the surface. There was something deeper under the surface that was going on that was causing me to procrastinate, something that these systems and these just kind of shallow surface level approaches was never going to solve. So right now, I'll use you as an example. Right now, you want to build a life of freedom, you want to make money online, you want to travel, you don't want to have a boss anymore, do you? You want to be able to live life on your terms. You also know, deep down, that success in that endeavour comes down to usually about 2 to 3 actions. That if you consistently took these 2 to 3 needle-moving actions, you would get to where you want to go. But there's a problem, isn't there? There's an obstacle that stands in the way. What might be going on under the surface that keeps you stuck from taking action is there might be some fears under the surface that exist in what we call your shadow, which is the parts of your mind that you're not aware of. That's just basically what the shadow means. It's parts of your psyche that you're not aware of at all. Okay? And if you don't become aware of the parts of your mind and your psyche and navigate your way through them and negotiate with them, if you are not aware of the things in your mind that are holding you back, you will never achieve the things that you want. It will never happen. For example, one thing I've come across very often is a lot of men are afraid of success. That's in their shadow. That's in the closet of the mind that they never look at. They tell themselves, I want to do all these cool, amazing things. But a part of their mind is like, no, we don't. They have a negative association with success and joy and peace and happiness. Why? Because if you're anything like me, you didn't have a great start in life. You maybe had an abusive dad who wasn't there, who wasn't around. You've experienced trauma. You've experienced bad things happen repeatedly. If you're anything like me, that's the start in life that you had. So naturally, you have a negative association with success or joy because you're waiting for the other shoe to fall. So you just stay in this safe, comfortable bubble. It's comfortable suffering because it's what you're used to. I'm speaking about this because I wanted to give you a very tangible example of something that lies in your shadow that holds you back, that may hold you back. Fear of success. There's plenty of other fears that may be lurking in your shadow that hold you back and keep you stuck, but that's just one very, very common one. So there's an exercise I would like you to do, and I'm just going to dive straight into it. And that exercise is something that I'm calling shadow journaling. Now, within shadow journaling, I made that phrase up, but you can pretty much guess what it is. It's shadow work in the form of journaling practices and writing. Shadow journaling is, it's a method that I'm sort of pioneering and developing that helps a man tackle these fears at the root cause and develop a different relationship with them, heal them at the root, and ultimately transcend them. So he can consistently take action on the 1 to 3 things that will get the results he's seeking, which is freedom, financial independence. And an exercise I want to give you today. A shadow journaling exercise is as follows. What I want you to do when you're in the fit of a procrastination phase or whatever, take out your journal, take out your pen. I don't have them with me right now. And what I want you to do is I want you to give that part of you that procrastinates a name. If you're not sure, you might want to just call him the procrastinator. Kind of like the Terminator. But I doubt that guy looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's probably just, I don't know, it's like a skinny guy. He's like, oh, I don't want to do it. But anyway, you give that part of you a name. So in this case, let's go with the procrastinator, okay? Now, what I want you to do for the first phase of this exercise is you are going to let the procrastinator speak. It's as if you're going to let the procrastinator take control of your pen. And he is going to say all the things that you don't really listen to. You don't really want to hear that part of you. Maybe the part of you that procrastinates, you judge very intensely, so you don't actually ever listen to him, right? We all do that. So you're going to write. You're going to not stop moving the pen for 15 minutes. You are going to take on the persona of procrastinator, and you're going to listen to what he says. And what he comes out with may be, you might have to do this a few times to really find the gold in there, but the things that he says may be the signposts that you've been looking for. Maybe that part of you is struggling, that part of you is afraid, that part of you is scared, that part of you needs you. Again, we're getting a little bit esoteric at this point, because there's the you and there's the procrastinator, and you're kind of developing a relationship with that part of you. If there's a part of you that procrastinates consistently, that part of you has some issues with the direction that you're going. He needs some support and encouragement, maybe. So what you're going to do, that's the first phase, right? You're going to write it all out, non-stop. Once you're done the 15 minutes, you're going to look back and you're going to see what's going on. And then what you're then going to do, the second part of this exercise, is you are going to write a letter back to the procrastinator. And you are not going to stop moving that pen for another 15 minutes. It's quite a big writing exercise, but you're going to just keep on going. And what I encourage you to do is to develop a healthy relationship with the procrastinator. Because maybe right now you're judging that part of you very, very intensely. And that's one of the reasons why the procrastinator keeps throwing tantrums, because you have a negative relationship with him. But the reality is the procrastinator is there to protect you. He's there to protect a younger version of you that's in there somewhere. Okay? So I encourage you to write that letter and ask him what he needs, and develop a relationship with him, negotiate with him, ask for the procrastinator's help. Say, listen, man, I'm trying to create a really beautiful future for us. And I know that sometimes when you want to just watch YouTube and just chill out and do nothing, we're going to do that sometimes, okay? I promise you I'm not going to work you too hard. But I also need your help. I can't do it. I can't do this without you. You see? Do you see how this is such a completely radically different approach than judging yourself, saying stay fucking hard, or applying some sort of system that doesn't really go very deep? This here goes to the root cause of your procrastination. So if you apply this technique, I promise you, this will start shifting things in a very positive way. And I encourage you to treat yourself like a loving big brother, right? If you actually truly gave a shit about yourself, if you thought of the procrastinator as just a young kid who used to be you, maybe, would you treat him with disrespect? Would you shame him? Would you be angry at him? Would you say, come on, get your shit together? Probably not, right? Probably not. If you really gave a shit about him, you'd probably be really kind to him. So I encourage you to do that with yourself. But the thing is, man, here's the thing about masculine self-love. Masculine self-love is not indulgence. It's not indulging in pleasures and sensory experiences. Masculine self-love is in sometimes tough love, sometimes discipline. Okay, so sometimes you may have to discipline in a very loving way the procrastinator and set some internal boundaries. But either way, crack on with this exercise and let me know how it goes. I created a resource specifically about shadow journaling. 31 days of shadow journaling. I put it in the pinned comment down below. Commit to doing this journal for an entire month, and I guarantee you're going to get some serious self-awareness and some knowledge to be able to transcend all of the internal blockages that you currently experience. All right, mate? So take care. I'm going to go inside because, again, I'm sweating. It was my 4th day of Muay Thai today, and I feel like an old man, right? I feel beaten up. So I'm going to go inside and I'm going to actually just chill and feed the procrastinator for a little bit. Take care, man, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.